Alright guys, I wanted to get turned around there so I was not heading into the sun with the camera, but I'm on the KTM 150 SX today, and I'm riding this because I've got the other two bikes, the KTM 300 and the YZ250, cleaned up, ready to sell. They called me at the bike shop at Moto City on, I think it was Thursday. Said my new bike will be in within the next week, so trying to keep those bikes clean so I can get rid of them. And anyway, out here riding my son's bike today. But the bike I got that's on order is the brand new 2023 KTM 250XC. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's the, whoa, look at all the choya. It's the TBI bike, not the TPI. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Like I said, I'm excited. Haven't been this excited about a new bike in a long time. Just because of the fact that it's the better, I think, of the fuel injection. Anyway, I think it's what they should have done to begin with instead of the TPI bikes. Every one of the TPI bikes that I rode just didn't have the characteristics of a carburetor. And I know they had this problem in the beginning when they started going to fuel injection on the 4-strokes, that it just didn't feel the same, but they got it ironed out. And from what I understand, the TBI bikes, those are basically a fuel injection off of a 4-stroke, pretty much the same thing. So I've seen a couple videos on the 300s and guys are really liking them. Whew. Took a little break there waiting for Scott. But yeah, so yeah, these new bikes I think are going to be where it's at, and I think they'll eventually move the 300 XCWs, all the XCW 2-stroke models, to that type of fuel injection. I like personally mixing my fuel. And it's freaking dry and dusty here. Whew, slid back on the seat there. Anyway, I know a lot of the bikes have the oil injection, and I particularly don't like that, just for the fact that you could have failure. If you want to run a different ratio, you're pretty much stuck to whatever the injection is. Mixing oil and gas is not a big deal. Grew up doing it, did it my whole life until I started riding 4-strokes, and it's not a problem. So a lot of people make a big deal about it, but I would prefer it. Whew, man, got me a little winded there. But anyway, as soon as that thing comes in, I think I'm going to do a little video, talk about it a little bit. I'm going to try to take it out on a couple warm-up break-in rides. That's the only thing about this 150. You have to be in the right gear. And sometimes you don't have enough time to switch to where you want to be. But I'm hoping I get that thing, like, I hope I get it the first part of next week, so I can go out after work and put a little time on it, because we are planning on doing a ride next Saturday called Bull Run from Mayor to Crown King. It's a lot of fun, and I like to be able to kind of set the bike up a little bit to be able to do that ride without taking it out right off the bat, bone stock. I like to get it set up for me. I like to get the tubeless in it, any protection parts I might need. Whoa, this is tight. And at least have it set up for that ride. But ooh. And in upcoming videos I will talk about why I bought the XC model and the 250. Well, I can tell you why I bought the XC model basically is because of the fuel injection. It didn't come on the XCW version. But I'll talk about the 250 and why I decided to go on that one. But today we're just doing a little ride. Get out, put some laps on, put some miles on. Whew. Anyway, I'm not going to film a whole lot today. Just wanted to talk about those things. I'll film a little bit more here. I think we're going to play around for a little bit. It's going to be a short ride, and then we'll head back to the truck. But they're talking about some trail that goes up this mountain here. I've never been on before, but all right, Scott's going to lead us a little bit. I don't really care who leads. I don't mind leading. I'm just making it up as I go most of the time. I just keep rolling. Unless I particularly really am dead set on a certain trail, I don't worry about backtracking too much. Yeah, this thing's fun to ride out here. I've ridden it one other time where I rode it the whole ride, and you really need to ride a bike for more than just a couple miles. Whenever you switch somebody's bikes, I mean, you kind of get an idea about what a bike feels like, but you really don't know until you put some time on it. And the more I ride this thing, the more I ride this thing, the more fun this thing is. Now we're going back towards the sun. But yeah, I'm stoked about the 250 showing up. Can't wait to get it. Only thing about this bike is you got to be in the right gear. It's amazing. I mean, it'll do more than you think it will. For a motocross bike, it will definitely surprise you. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in this area. Fun. That's why we always ride out here, because you'll ride certain parts of this area and not ride them for a long time, and then when you come across them again, they're different, and it's just like riding a new place. We can go that way, or this way. It's like we're making our own trail, because I don't think this was a trail. Or maybe it was. Just hasn't been ridden in a while. Yeah, there's a wash. actually go up one tooth on the rear of this would help a lot. Scott, where are you taking us? Hey Scott, let's go this way. This thing is so light. It's so easy to do these pivot turns on this thing. This thing is awesome, man. Ooh. I just love dirt bikes, period. It doesn't matter what I'm riding. I could be riding a Z50, I'd be having a good time. But something like this is so much fun because it's underpowered, so you have to ride it differently, and you got to figure it out. But it's so light. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. For trails, it's not bad at all. Fun, fun, fun.